Now, what's the cure? The cure is basically love and compassion. Active forces, listening and understanding one another, having compassion, being sensitive to individual strengths and weaknesses. We're not all the same. We have different talents and abilities, but appreciating each person for who they are and what they can bring to the world is a very important thing. And respecting the vulnerabilities of others. This is why Toastmasters, and I'll get to this in a minute, is so important, because we get up here the first time for our icebreaker speeches and we're just shaking like this and we're nervous and we're scared about what other people think about us. But this is an environment where we all are vulnerable. We all have weaknesses, and we appreciate that, and we encourage each other with that. Toastmasters is a place for connection, attachments, a sense of belonging. There's a communion aspect to all of this, where we can respect each other and appreciate each other, encourage each other, protect each other, and yes, even love each other. What's the result? We're going to start feeling valued and loved and significant. We're going to have a renewed compassion for ourselves and other people. We're going to reconnect with our core value. We're going to start filling up that deficit. There's going to be healing and growth and empowerment. We're going to feel confident and creative and secure. Toastmasters is all about building goals and achieving them and receiving encouragement every step of the way. So we're going to build personal power as we do that. And having an environment where this happens is so important. It's not something you can really do on your own or even in one relationship, although it can happen. Consider this. If we learn how valuable, lovable and valuable our love is from compassionate people, we hardly ever feel inadequate, unworthy, or unlovable, because we've internalized solid images of our own self-worth from their compassionate mirror of love. That's part of what Toastmasters is about. But on the other hand, if we judge ourselves by reflections of someone who cannot love with compassion, we have distorted views of ourselves, because basically we're getting negative images that start to bounce off each other. And I feel bad about you, I don't like you, you don't like me, and everything starts going on and on from there. So having a compassionate environment is so important. Now this is where we really want to emphasize what Toastmasters does for us. Introductions. When you come to a Toastmasters meeting for the first time as a guest, you're going to get a personal greeting. There's the love. We appreciate you coming, taking time to be with us. You're going to get instant recognition. Before we start any Toastmasters meeting, we recognize our guests by name, and we clap for them. You're going to get opinion and feedback time, showing that we value you and what you say is worthy to us. When you're a guest, at the end of every meeting, we ask our guests, each one, to share what they think about the meeting and what they've gotten out of it and what they really liked. Now, if they decide to go into membership, there's the community aspect, community involvement, connection. Again, you receive acceptance and praise and appreciation. You're going to receive stimulating tasks to improve yourself in terms of different speeches and projects, which builds personal power. The more you do these speeches, the more empowered you're going to feel. In our meetings, we're going to have an appreciative, fun atmosphere where, again, we have connection with each other. And competency. You're going to have a variety of roles. Sometimes you'll be a timekeeper. Sometimes you'll be a grammarian. Sometimes you'll speak. Sometimes you'll be an evaluator. These all are designed to empower us and help us to be creative, because when you get up here as an evaluator or on table topics, you're going to have to be creative right on the spot. But don't worry. We're all here to learn together, to encourage each other. If you mess up, it's all right. We learn as we continue to do these tasks. In our speaking assignments, we care about each individual person. We want to know about your personal history. That creates identity, us with you and you with us. At the end of your speech, you're going to get respect and applause. People are going to applaud what you've done, what you've given to us. There's going to be positive feedback. As evaluators look over your speech and your contribution, We use the sandwich method. We praise and encourage you for good things that you've done. In the middle, there'll be some criticism, specific things that you might want to consider to improve. And then we're going to close with a praise and appreciation again, and encouragement for what you've done. We're going to be sensitive to your vulnerabilities. That's the compassion aspect and protection. Sometimes when you get up here on the speech, you start to stammer, you misuse the grammar, maybe you're shaking like this. We all understand that. You're going to get multiple guidance from different evaluators. The general evaluator may say something about you, your grammarian's going to say something about your speech, and your personal evaluator is going to say something. And you'll get individual feedback from individual Toastmaster attendees. So that's all good about healing and growth and empowerment. As you progress through your speech projects in Toastmaster, you're going to be tracking your progress and seeing that over time you're getting better and better. You're polishing your speeches and your delivery. You're going to be more comfortable in front of an audience of strangers. Not that anyone in Toastmasters is strangers, but when you speak outside Toastmasters. You're going to grow in competency as you achieve your goals. And you're going to be challenged to be creative, because different speeches, you're going to have to think of topics. And I know that's something that's not always easy for people, but it's fun. And when you get up here and try something new, maybe something a little edgy, you start to feel better about your delivery and your speaking ability. And there's rewards for excellence. There's ribbons. I don't know if you have it in this chapter, but we have it in the High Noon. So I say all that to say that Toastmasters gives you three things: connection, one with another; compassion, knowing that each one of us has strengths and weaknesses and we can help each other; and competency. As you go through the projects, you'll become better and better as a professional speaker. The essentials for building core value. That is yanking the mule tail. Thank you.